Hey guys, what's going on? I hope you're all doing well. Today I want to take a look at the Trouser Streak add-on for the Meteor client, and more specifically at some of the new and game-breaking exploits that have been created for the latest Minecraft 1.20.1 update. The first exploit I want to discuss is a new exploit for detecting new chunks. This currently works on servers like 2B2T, and I think this is going to have the biggest immediate impact on popular servers. The other exploit I want to discuss is an exploit for the newly added Mace that again is as powerful as it is interesting. But before we do that, I want to shout out the legends that help to cover the cost of running this channel and that make these videos possible. If you enjoy my content and want to support me, please consider looking at the benefits down below. Thanks guys. Okay, so starting with new chunks. This is a module used by base hunters that highlight new and old chunks. Following these trails essentially lets you trace the path taken by someone before you. This can directly lead you to bases and stashes. While not all trails lead to something interesting, using this with a few other tricks can often result in interesting finds. When I made a video on Mine Texas, I used new chunks to find this base and stash. Now, I'm sure a lot of you already know about this module, but I am also sure that a large portion of people watching have no idea on how this module works. In Minecraft 1.12.2, new chunks worked by intercepting packets sent from your game client to the server. Your client would automatically intercept the chunk data packet, which contained the isFullChunk boolean. This is getting a little complicated. You don't need to know what a boolean is or understand how it all works. All you need to know is that the client would make a pretty accurate guess as to whether the chunk in question is new or old based on the true or false value of the isFullChunk boolean. This worked very well, but this method of guessing stopped working with the release of Minecraft 1.17. This update included some performance improvements that happened to remove the isFullChunk boolean. So right up until very recently, the popular method of detecting whether a chunk is new or old was by looking at the flow state of liquids. If a chunk contains liquid that is flowing, then it has already been loaded. On the other hand, if the liquid starts flowing, then the chunk is likely new. This is a bit of a simplified explanation on how it all works, but I think this gives you a good enough idea on the power and limitations of the module. This method of detecting new chunks only works in the overworld and nether, which both contain liquids, but it does not work in the end dimension. This method worked well enough. The base that I found earlier was with this version of new chunks, on Mine Texas, which is on Minecraft 1.20.1. And this is where we get to the new palette exploit that is offered in the newer new chunks module from the Trouser Streak add-on. This is quite a complicated exploit. In Minecraft, a palette is like a list that keeps track of all the different blocks in a chunk. When a new chunk is generated, the blocks are added to this list in a specific order. The order of these palettes is predictable in new chunks, but if the chunk has already been loaded, the order is different. Using this to map new and old chunks is very accurate. There are a few false positives, but these are already being minimized as the module continues to be developed. Now, you might be wondering, what does this mean for Minecraft's oldest anarchy server, 2B2T? The answer to this is, well, chaos. This exploit works on Minecraft 1.18 through to the latest release. It also is more accurate and it works in the end. There has been no working new chunks module in the end since the release of Minecraft 1.17, so it has become a safer option for stashes and bases. But now no one is safe. Right now, this is only available through the Trouser Streak add-on for the Meteor client, though I was told that other clients may use this exploit as long as they publicly credit Trouser Streak, so I think it is only a matter of time until this shows up in popular paid-for clients. Now, moving on to the next new and interesting exploit. I'm sure by now most of you are familiar with the latest Minecraft update, but just in case you aren't, with the release of Minecraft 1.20.1 comes a new weapon, the Mace. This can be used as a combat weapon and deals a small amount of damage when hitting nearby entities. The Mace offers a unique mechanic where the higher the player falls from, the more damage is dealt. The damage boost from fall height does not have a limit, and it is even possible to kill the warden in a single hit. Technically, this makes the Mace the strongest weapon in Minecraft. As you can imagine, the unique power offered by the mace makes it a highly sought after item, and this has opened up new opportunities for trolling and exploits, particularly in the anarchy and hack client scenes. Minecraft 1.20.1 was released on the 13th of June. Just less than 2 weeks later, a new module, Mace Kill, was added to the Trouser Streak add-on. When you initiate a hit with the mace, the client teleports you to the set height above the player and then back down to where the player was before hitting the entity. This effectively tricks the server into thinking that you hit the entity while falling from the set height, dealing significantly more damage. On vanilla servers, the max height that works is around 10 blocks, but on paper and spigot servers, the paperclip exploit can be abused to spam packets. This basically means that the module is much more powerful on paper and spigot servers, where you can set the max height to higher values. It is also worth noting that this module can kill you with full damage if the mace does not actually hit the entity. In this case, the mace does not negate the full damage, and this can potentially kill you. This module works with kill aura and can deal insane damage to both players and their armor. The teleporting is instant and not visible to anyone. In fact, for anyone watching, it just looks like you are swinging the mace normally. This module also surprisingly works in caves or confined spaces. The teleport will clip you through any blocks to the closest air block beneath the height that you have set it to. This is a crazy and very clever exploit. As far as I know, it hasn't caused too much chaos. Most servers are still updating, and all of the popular anarchy servers are still on older versions. This gives servers time to find patches and to block this exploit from working, though it is fun to imagine the meta switching back to a melee-based system over the current Anchor and N-Crystal meta. With that said, if this does work on popular servers like 2B2T when they eventually update, the thought of being one-tapped is terrifying. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. It has been much more in-depth and technical than my usual content, but I hope it has been interesting and informative. Thanks for watching. Please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. I will see you all in the comments down below. I have been your boy KiLAB. Peace in the Middle East.